like me going, it's not working.
I think I can hit a manual start and then we should be going. So this looks good. Okay, getting a notification. That means we are live.
Woohoo.
So welcome everybody. Oh, I'm so sorry. This pneumonia is taking longer than I thought to clear. This is Liv. Liv is one of our course participants, and I'm kind of going to let Liv drive a lot of this. So the idea being, Liv, we just want you to tell people about how you found the course, how you've experienced it, what the community's been like. So tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I was very, and don't take this the wrong way, very reluctant to start the first time around when Kirsty came and said, yep, come on, I think you really need to do this. I was like, I don't think so. Like, I don't really, like, I'll just keep plodding along. But like you say, it's the mindset of everything. And I kind of knew that, but it really cemented home all the different things that you kind of know, and you go, yeah, it is easier when I do it this way. And if you just, like they say, the only way to eat an elephant is take little chunks at a time, and you do those little chunks at a time, it makes a really big difference. And getting in those habits for doing things every day, and those 30 seconds, or I was even thinking this morning, like I used to hate making my bed, but I can't not make it now, and it takes me literally about 10 seconds to make it. And every time I walk in here, I go, oh, so lovely in here. And just the difference it's made to the running of my entire life, really. Getting things done as soon as I pick something up, it's even at work, I'll just pick something up and go, yep, if I just do it now, then that little job's done and it's gone and I don't have to think about it. And closing those million tabs in your brain and filling out the million forms you get from kids from school, doing those things straight away. So it's made a massive difference in not only the functioning and the clutter in our house that's gone, but just the functioning as a family. So we've been doing lots of backyard work. Amy's probably seen the things that we've been doing outside, and I'd pulled apart the wooden retaining wall and stacked it all up so it's nice and neat, ready to go. And I got one of those pink skip bags, and all the rubbish is there waiting to be picked up, ready to go. So the backyard's tidy. It's not, that needs to be over there, so that has to go. So it doesn't only resonate just in your house, it goes across your whole life, really. So
yeah, and so tell us about what your family makeup is like. How many kids? Do you have a partner?
I have a husband and 3 boys, and everyone says I've got 4 children. So my eldest is 12, nearly 13, so I've got a teenager in the house. My middle son is 10, and my youngest is 7, who has a disability. So, and lots of complex, not only health conditions, but food allergies. So our house is really busy. My time is taken up a lot on making food and doing those things around his health, and then trying to catch up with the other kids and what they're doing. So as they move into that next stage of one in high school and the next one not far behind, and all the busyness that comes with that. So
yeah.
So,
your 2 eldest boys are the same ages as my 2 boys.
Yes.
And it is busy, is it not? It's like it just requires a lot. Do you feel like there's been any kind of hope for other parents that their family have learned anything through you doing the course?
Yeah, they pick up on little things. So even though I've left like the documents around for people to read, or I've put up what was the week that you do? Just do 15 minutes, like just try. So I've done that for the kids and put a timer on and said, right, go do that, go do this. And it's made a big improvement on the kids pitching in and helping. Although they did before, they now get stuck in and do things more, and, getting them to do more. Like I've just handed over the ironing, which you probably know how much I love ironing. They're both ironing their own uniforms. I kind of cringe a little, but they're doing that as part of their weekly routine now. So
that's awesome.
I know that's a big, massive load taken from me, and they're doing it. And it's only half an hour each for them, whereas it was an hour for me. So
one of the things that everyone in the course loved this last round is each time we caught up live in our group, is it would be like, what's Liv up to now? Because Liv is one of the busiest people and she doesn't ever stop. So we're kind of hoping the more courses that we get along, we'll actually find Liv sitting, maybe just once or twice.
I'm trying. I'm aiming.
It's good because you can do the course while you do other things. Which is where I was going with that, is if you ask someone that's like, how in the world am I going to make time once a week to watch an hour module and another time in the week to catch up with everyone on our community support calls, actually you can do that at the gym, you can do that while you're doing the washing, you can do that while I've seen you bake bread, do the ironing, do the dishes, clear the bench, make food.
Yep, I hung washing out the other week.
Washing out.
So it's doable. Like, although you think it's a whole hour that you're sitting down, it's only a whole hour once a week, but you can pick tasks that you sit down and do once a week. So you get organised to do those things, and it's possible to listen and multitask. But my aim is to sit down with a cup of tea and just listen for an hour on the next round.
Heaps of the people in our community, I don't know if you know, also have kids with special needs. We seem to have a lot of people that are carers or part-time carers and have kids with special needs who understand that getting decluttered can actually help manage everything, particularly if they've got kids that have special needs equipment.
Yes.
So is there anything that you've found particularly helpful that you'd recommend to other parents in your situation?
I just can't say enough, do the course, because it helps you then plan. And like, I'm a planner normally, but then getting over yourself and you kind of get stuck in a rut when you're looking after children with disabilities and with high needs. You go, oh, there's this to do again and this to do again. And you think, oh, and I need to do, and then you have a guilt about not having the time spent doing these tasks with all their therapy things. And you think, no, it changes the way you think about those things. Now, I have all his therapy things in one cupboard, so we can pick one of an afternoon and go, right, we're just going to sit down and do this for 10 minutes because, he doesn't have the concentration span, but we get that 10 minutes in and that means the world to him, and we can play that therapy game. And then that's 10 minutes I might have spent looking for this silly thing last time. Whereas now I know where it is. It's got its place, it's got its home, it's unpacked out of its box. We know how to do it. The instructions are there. And that makes your life easier, where you go, okay, I've got 10 minutes before I've got to put on dinner. We'll just go and do this particular thing. We might talk about money, or, it just helps you be organised, not only mentally, but physically, where when you've got a decluttered home and you've got a decluttered mind, because the course isn't just about decluttering your home. It is a lot about decluttering your mind and helping you progress along that way in adulting, really, and then getting over a lot of the things you get stuck on when you've got kids that need lots of therapy. So, I
remember the first time we ever ran the course, one of the participants said, no one's ever taught me how to adult before. Yeah. And it was things like, when you get mail, what's the process? And when there's washing to do. Like, it's not like it's a housework course, but it was some of that mindset and thinking and habits around, that's what adults do.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's so gold.
You don't know what you don't know. And there's a lot of things going, really? It's that easy. And if I just stop procrastinating about it for like 2 seconds, I've got to do it and it'll be done and move on. So it is very much a adult a little bit.
Yeah. So I know you've got to get off to parent-teacher interviews, but Liv, to anyone that's wanting to come into the course, like, the community is, I know you've loved it, I love it, Kirst loves it. It is really so unique, isn't it?
It is. It is so welcoming and so loving. There is never a bad word said. Everybody is so inspiring and thoughtful and spurring you on to keep going. They love seeing progress photos, as well as we love seeing progress photos, and go, oh, that person's done that. That's a really good idea. How would you do this? And then move on. And then someone's got a question. So it's really, really, it's such a beautiful community of lovely people. I just, probably wouldn't.
Waiting in there to meet you. So if you haven't joined yet, the early bird is available just for today, tomorrow and Wednesday. So don't pay full price. because it's for $397 for the next couple of days. I'll put a link in the comments. But Liv, thank you so much. You are an absolute core member of our course community, and I love the love that you show everybody and the encouragement. So thank you.
Thanks for having me.
I hope parent-teacher interviews go well.
So do I.
See you later.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.